from what they hear on the media or like see on the media news, they might think of it as dangerous and like it's not worth living there because of all the violence.
Shootings and violent crime have skyrocketed in Chicago.
701. That's the number of murders recorded in Chicago, Illinois this year alone.
The city plans to hire an additional 1,000 police officers to try to combat the rising tide of violence, which is showing no sign of abating.
People think that the youth in Chicago are gangbangers and people who are stealing or not being able to have a good life for themselves because they've been doing bad things and ended up in jail.
More on the south side is where people are like, oh, that's bad. Why do you live around there? You shouldn't live there.
Dangerous.
There's a lot of violence in Chicago, and when they come, they could be scared.
God.
Not to give up on hope or faith.
You can be searching so long for something to give your life meaning, but ultimately all you need is Jesus Christ.
They need to get more in touch with God, and they need to like there's a difference between just believing and just going to church. Like they have to do more than that. Like they have to really want to know, and they have to love God.
It's an event that we're going to have this summer in July, and we basically want to get all the youth, as many as we can, to the city for this event for one weekend, and we just want to charge the throne of God together through worship, through fun, and through some great teaching, through dance, through music. We just want to, for a couple of nights, just say, you know what? We realize there's a lot of distractions. We realize there's a lot of negativity in our city. We realize that the news and social media is constantly feeding us with the bombardment of gangs and violence and drugs. But for a weekend, we just want to come together and we want to say, let's take back our city. Let's take back what really belongs to God and let's give it to Him. And so if we can get as many young people as we can coming together at one time together, just praising, enjoying, and being filled up with the knowledge and love of God, and taking that and just running from there is kind of what Harvest Storm is.
In our city, we're not just seeking one little harvest or one change. We're seeking a citywide harvest, and because of that, we need a citywide force of laborers. We're seeking a citywide storm, and so we're needing citywide clouds. So we know we can't do this on our own, just ourselves at Christian Heritage. We need your help, and we need your church, and we need the churches of Chicago to come in and to join in so that we can impact this world and impact our city.
Yeah, because this is not our thing. This is a collective effort because the city of Chicago is big, all right? And there's a lot of, the harvest is so great. But if we really get enough laborers, if we really can do this, we collectively can take back our city. We can collectively say no to the violence and no to the drugs that's destroying our communities. We collectively can say the time is now for change. And if we collectively do it, there's only going to be more power and strength in numbers when we all get on one accord. And we believe that we together can do that. So Harvest Storm is going to be this summer. This summer in July, actually the weekend of July 14th and 15th. It's going to be a Friday and Saturday event. And we are still finalizing some of the details exactly. It's going to be here in Chicago. And we just want to come and we're going to have fun, or we're going to ignite this city is what our goal is. This summer, the 14th and 15th of July. This is not a concert for you to come and watch. This is not an event that we're putting on to just make some money. This is a collective coming together of the church, those who are on fire already. We want you there, but we also want you to bring that friend who hasn't heard of God before. We want you to bring that friend who just won't come to church, but maybe they'll come to an event on a Friday night, you know, that is a little bit different, or they're still talking about God. We want you to bring that family member that you've been concerned about, that troubled teenager that's been on your mind and they just need to do something different. We want them there too, because we believe that even if it's just a couple of days, if they can be in the midst of the power of God, we, without a shadow of a doubt, believe that God can move in their lives. And if God can do that, then their lives can be changed forever. And that's ultimately what we want. This is not about us. This is not about us getting a bunch of publicity. It's simply about God has given us a vision. And we want to take that vision and we want to share it with this city. And we want to affect change. And so we believe that in July is going to be the beginning of a lot of change. And we just want to come together for a weekend and charge the throne.